5 prescription drugs that destroy your health. In a world full of germs and diseases that our bodies cannot fight off, we rely on the pharmaceutical industry. Researchers are constantly working around the clock to develop new medications to help our bodies remain healthy. In most cases, pharmaceutical drugs aid the body, but what if I told you there is a handful that immediately harms the body? You're probably thinking that there is no way the pharmaceutical industry would sell harmful products. Unfortunately, you would be naive if you thought that. The pharmaceutical industry is one of the most powerful industries in the world. They have sole control over what drugs and medications are released and sold to the public. Now, keep watching to find out the top 5 pharmaceutical drugs that can harm your health. Before we begin this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on all of the awesome life hacks, tips, and tricks from your #1 bestie. Number 5. Proton pump inhibitors. If you are unfamiliar with PPI, it helps reduce the creation and production of acid by blocking the enzyme in the wall of the stomach. In most cases, acid is used in the formation of most ulcers. However, it has been said that PPIs can increase the risk of developing dementia, kidney disease, and even heart attacks. If you are constantly suffering from heartburn and have been prescribed for a PPI, speak to your doctor about potential alternative treatments. The main focus should be what is triggering your acid reflux. Number 4. Prednisone. This is a fast-acting steroid that helps prevent the release of substances that cause inflammation. If someone is suffering from lupus or rheumatoid arthritis, they're most likely taking this. It suppresses the immune system, which causes the body to attack itself. However, by doing this, it's actually compromising the body by making it more vulnerable to infections. The side effects include insomnia, headaches, mood swings, and dizziness. Speaking of pharmaceutical drugs, did you know that some studies suggest that some forms of dementia might be side effects from certain prescription drugs? Make sure you stick around until the end to find out which prescription drugs they are. Number 3. Statins. Statins are mostly used to manage the cholesterol. It's one of the most common drugs being taken by adults. If taken in the short term, you may experience muscle aches, headaches, insomnia, and nausea. However, if you're taking it long term, there can be serious consequences. Long-term use has been linked to the depletion of CoQ10. It's a vital enzyme that your body requires for energy and cardiovascular health. Without it, damage done to the heart may not be fully repaired. It can also help protect the heart from heart attacks. Number 2. Antidepressants. According to the CDC, 1 in 10 children over the age of 12 are taking antidepressants. What's more alarming is that 60% of those children have been taking it for at least 2 years. These prescription drugs do work for some people, but for others, they can have no effect and are also killing or harming their brain in the process. Antidepressants such as Prozac are known for increasing the serotonin levels by blocking the compound that gets rid of it. However, after a few weeks of taking the pharmaceutical drug, the brain responds to it by making less serotonin. Also, a study was conducted by the University of Liverpool that included 1,800 New Zealanders who were taking antidepressants. The conclusion of the study was that half of the people suffered psychological symptoms once they stopped taking them. Number 1. Opioids. If you are in severe pain, opioids will help relieve that pain. Doctors usually agree to prescribe opioids to their patients for acute pain, but they may not be the best solution for chronic or acute pain. The biggest concern is having people become addicted to opioids. If they become addicted, they start abusing the drug, which can lead to severe health issues. One of these health issues is liver damage. Alternative treatments. If you are constantly feeling pain in one of your muscles, try putting down the opioids and go get a special touch. Tricking the brain into thinking the pain is gone is only temporary. Seeking a specialist like a chiropractor makes more sense. In most cases, pain is caused by an interference in the nervous system. So a chiropractor can help manipulate the brain's main nervous system channel to the brain and spine. This could help relieve the aches you've been feeling. High cholesterol. If you have high cholesterol, you should be more concerned with what you're eating as opposed to the drugs you're taking. Add olive oil, oats, and garlic to your diet. They help reduce inflammation and can even lower bad LDL cholesterol. They can also increase your good HDL cholesterol. Acid reflux. If you have bad acid reflux, try using an herbal relief instead of pharmaceutical drugs. One example would be elm lozenges. You can find these at your local health food store. What they do is coat the throat and the stomach with antioxidants that relieve inflammation in the intestines. They also help protect the gastrointestinal tract from any excess acid. There is always an alternative to pharmaceutical drugs. You just have to find it. Now you've reached the end. Here's some information about dementia and Alzheimer's and how certain prescription drugs may affect these symptoms. According to Alzheimer's Disease International, every 3 seconds, someone in the world develops dementia. And right now, there are close to 50 million people around the world suffering from some sort of dementia. According to a report by Harvard Health Publishing, a few studies have also shown that drugs like benzodiazepines, medications for sleep disorders and anxiety, have been linked with an increased risk of dementia in patients who take these medications over long periods. Benzodiazepines. One study, published on September 9, 2014, in the journal BMJ, found that benzodiazepine use was linked to a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease. They found that those who had taken benzodiazepines for 3 to 6 months had a 32% greater risk of developing Alzheimer's. They also found that those who had taken benzodiazepines for longer than 6 months had an 84% greater risk than those who had not taken one. Another Harvard study went on to say that medications are common culprits in mental decline. With aging, the liver becomes less efficient at metabolizing drugs, and the kidneys eliminate them from the body more slowly. As a result, drugs tend to accumulate in the body. Elderly people in poor health and those taking several different medications are especially vulnerable. The medications listed by this study include antidepressants, antihistamines, narcotics, and sedatives. The myth about vaccines. While there have been many rumors and myths surrounding vaccines that cause dementia, it is simply not true, and that myth has been thoroughly debunked by numerous studies. The United States National Library of Medicine and the National Institutes of Health performed a study on more than 4,392 eligible subjects that resulted in the conclusion that past exposure to vaccines against diphtheria or tetanus, poliomyelitis, and influenza may protect against subsequent development of Alzheimer's disease. So instead of vaccines causing dementia later in life, people who get vaccines have been shown to have lower chance in the development of Alzheimer's disease later on in their lives. This means that while prescription drugs have been shown to create symptoms such as memory loss, depression, and fatigue, these symptoms are merely the side effects of these drugs and not necessarily due to dementia or Alzheimer's. In terms of medication, Western medicine tries to eliminate symptoms one at a time instead of identifying the main cause. What also occurs with medication is the body can become dependent upon it. Take painkillers, for example. If you solely rely on them to get rid of your pain, you may need them long after the pain is gone. Also, many of the pharmaceutical drugs cause side effects, which includes nutrient deficiency. With that said, these are the top 5 pharmaceutical drugs that immediately harm your health. What are your thoughts on dangerous medications? Let us know in the comment section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.